The Massachusetts State Quarter, released in the year 2000, is part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a historic initiative that celebrated each state's unique heritage and contribution to the nation. The program began in 1999 and ran until 2008, with 5 new state quarters released each year. The Massachusetts Quarter was the first of the year 2000 series and the 13th coin overall in the program. This coin holds a special place in the collection because it honors the state where the American Revolution began and symbolizes the birth of freedom and independence in the United States. The design on the reverse of the Massachusetts State Quarter features the famous image of the Minuteman, a symbol of the citizen soldiers who took up arms at a moment's notice during the early battles of the American Revolution. The image was inspired by the Minuteman statue located at the Minuteman National Historical Park in Concord, Massachusetts. The statue commemorates the courage and readiness of the colonial militia who fought in the battles of Lexington and Concord in April 1775. These battles marked the beginning of the Revolutionary War and the fight for American independence. Behind the Minuteman figure on the coin is an outline of the state of Massachusetts showing its geographical shape. This inclusion highlights the importance of the state as a central location in America's early history and independence movement. The word Massachusetts is inscribed across the top of the coin, while the year of statehood 1788 is shown below it. The inscription "The Bay State" appears on the right side, a nickname that reflects the state's connection to Massachusetts Bay, one of the earliest centers of English settlement in North America. The coin also bears the year 2000, indicating the year of its release, and the traditional motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many. One symbolizing unity among the states. The Massachusetts Quarter was designed by Thomas D Rodgers Sr., an accomplished sculptor and engraver with the United States Mint. The design was selected after reviewing numerous submissions and concepts that best captured the state's identity and legacy. Rodgers' design perfectly balanced historical significance with simple, elegant symbolism. The obverse, or front side of the coin, features the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which has appeared on all quarters since 1932. Massachusetts played a pivotal role in the founding of the United States, and the imagery on its quarter reflects this powerful legacy. The Minutemen of Massachusetts were ordinary citizens who became heroes during a time of great uncertainty and conflict. They embodied the spirit of independence and courage that helped shape the nation. The inclusion of the Minuteman also serves as a reminder of the values of readiness, sacrifice, and determination that continue to define the American spirit. The production of the Massachusetts State Quarter was extensive as millions of coins were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The Philadelphia mint coins carry the P mint mark, while those from Denver carry the D mint mark. There were also special proof versions minted in San Francisco with both clad and silver compositions. These proof coins were made for collectors and featured sharper details and mirror-like finishes. In terms of mintage, approximately 628 million Massachusetts quarters were produced in total, making it one of the more widely circulated coins in the State Quarters program. Despite its large mintage, the coin remains a favorite among collectors because of its strong historical symbolism and connection to the Revolutionary War. Collectors also value coins that are in mint state condition or proof versions, particularly those with unique minting errors or high grades from professional grading services. The release of the Massachusetts State Quarter sparked renewed public interest in coin collecting and American history. Millions of people across the country began saving quarters from circulation to complete their state collections. The program itself became one of the most successful numismatic initiatives in U.S. history, bringing the story of each state into the hands of everyday Americans. The Massachusetts Quarter, in particular, drew attention to the role of New England in the struggle for independence and the early formation of democratic ideals. For historians and educators, the coin serves as a small but powerful teaching tool. It invites discussion about the events of 1775, the courage of local militias, and the significance of Massachusetts as the birthplace of liberty. The Minuteman symbolizes not only the state's contribution to the Revolution, but also the enduring American belief in standing up for freedom and justice. The introduction of the Massachusetts Quarter in 2000 also coincided with a time of national reflection and pride as Americans embraced symbols of unity and heritage through the State Quarters program. Collectors appreciated how each coin told a different story, while together they represented the diversity and strength of the United States. The Massachusetts coin, with its patriotic imagery and historical weight, stands out as one of the most meaningful in the entire collection. In summary, the Massachusetts State Quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It is a tribute to the bravery of the early patriots who fought for independence and to the state that played a central role in shaping the nation's history. Its design celebrates the ideals of courage, liberty, and unity, values that continue to inspire generations. The Minuteman on the coin is a timeless reminder of the American Revolution and the birth of freedom. The Massachusetts Quarter of 2000 remains a cherished coin among collectors, historians, and patriots alike, and its story continues to resonate as a symbol of America's enduring spirit and heritage. Massachusetts was founded in 1620, when the Pilgrims arrived on the Mayflower and established Plymouth Colony. The early settlers came seeking religious freedom and a new life, guided by strong Puritan beliefs. Their arrival marked the beginning of permanent English settlement in New England. By 1630, the Massachusetts Bay Colony had been established, and it quickly became a center of trade, education, and governance. The people of Massachusetts were known for their independent thinking and community spirit values that would later influence the Revolutionary movement. By the 18th century, Boston and its surrounding towns had become hotbeds of political activity and resistance against British rule. Events such as the Boston Massacre in 1770 and the Boston Tea Party in 1773 were pivotal moments in the lead-up to the American Revolution. The state's citizens took a bold stand against unfair taxation and imperial control, which inspired other colonies to unite in the cause of independence. Massachusetts became the cradle of the Revolution, and the people who lived there were among the first to take up arms for freedom. The battles of Lexington and Concord in April 1775 are central to the story represented on the Massachusetts State Quarter. These battles were the first military engagements of the American Revolutionary War. They occurred when British troops marched from Boston to seize colonial weapons and arrest rebel leaders. The colonial militia, the Minutemen, confronted the British soldiers on the village green at Lexington, and shots were fired. The phrase, "the shot heard round the world," is often used to describe this moment as it signaled the beginning of the struggle for independence.